Councillor Dan Swords, you're the portfolio holder for regeneration. So today is a really important day for you.
This is the day that will go down in Harlow's history. This is the day we have finally started the regeneration of the town centre that's been promised for so long, and since we were elected over the last 18 months we have done everything possible to make those promises a reality. And as you can see behind me, it's finally happening. These were derelict buildings for many, many years. This is being demolished and replaced with a £46 million investment into our town centre, the first of many. Harlow Town Centre finally is going to be rebuilt. As you can see, we've started today.
So from May 2021 when you took over, you mentioned about trying to have a roadmap. We now have the roadmap. And now the demolition is starting. Where do we go from here?
Well, there is so much more to come. As your readers would have seen in recent weeks, we secured a £46 million investment into this. We've got our levelling up fund bid at the moment. There's many other bits of work, a new bus station, upgrades to Broadboard. There are so many things happening, all coming together, and it is no longer just plans and promises. As you can see, it is finally underway now. So residents will see now, I'm afraid, a few years of construction, but Harlow is going to have a brand new town centre, whole and complete, delivered as promised.
Just go back to the basics as well. Why is the town centre regeneration so important for Harlow?
It's I've knocked on so many doors in Harlow where people have cried out for many years. The town centre was the pride of the town. Through the 80s, 90s, it was the pride of the town, but so many of those things were lost. And I'm afraid politicians promised for a very long time that the town centre was going to be regenerated, but it didn't happen. But as you can see, we are finally getting on with that job. It's finally happening. We're bringing more investment into our town centre, and it's no longer just a promise. Work has started.
Cavalry, a really important day. Can you explain to our readers, Harlow, 100,000 population now, why today is an important day for Harlow?
It's fantastic, mainly because we are getting into the regeneration of Harlow Town Centre, which I think is a much needed development for something of the size of population that you're talking about. And Strawberry Star represents the capital skies, helping us with the demolition, and along with the councillor from the Harlow Council, we've been privileged and given this opportunity to bring up our BTR, which is Build to Rent scheme, which we're starting here, which is going to be about 163 units, and we would start construction early next year and complete by 2025. And this is something that we want to give to the people of Harlow, work very closely with the community and make sure we are part of the community. And we are going to be here for a really long time, and that's why I think we're very happy to be part of Harlow Council and the community.
And Simon?
Yep.
And
talk
Simon,
about the second phase.
I really like that. Simon, what's your role here, and why is today important to you?
So I'm Development Director for Strawberry Star. This is an important day for both myself and Strawberry Star and Harlow itself, in that it marks the first stepping stone to an 8-year project for the regeneration of Harlow Town Centre. This is the first phase of 163 units. We then go on to the second, third and fourth stages under a phased reserve matters plan applications, phased demolition and phased construction over the next 8 years.
I'm not sure who will be able to answer this question, but do you have a blueprint you're working from, an example of good practice, a successful practice? Is Luton that example?
So Luton would be a great example for that best practice. Obviously, the best practice in the industry is British Standards guidelines, building regulations, NHBC / Premier warranty requirements, and we make sure that we comply with all of those throughout the build process, provide a quality product.
Okay, but will you come back? I mean, we're here today. Will you come back periodically and check everything's on task?
We have our people on site. We are not somebody who just hand it over to a contractor and go away. You have Simon and his team who will be on site. We've already been on site for quite some time now, and we continue to be here. So we've kind of set up our office here, where we will be working with Capital Sky and make sure. And once we decide on the contractor who will be here on site to build it, they will work very closely with Strawberry Star and on a regular basis.
And my final question, you mentioned the community. It's important for you to be a part of our community going forward to the 21st century.
Absolutely. We've in fact started sponsoring events for the community. One of the events which we're doing, which is in November, and we will work with them. We work with a lot of charitable institutes around here, one such being the Rainbow Services. So community is more important for us than anything else. So wherever we go, example being Luton, we've been there around 2 years now. We'll continue with our phase 2 there. So it is important. I think community is what makes a town. So